And then the capital H
the one
is...
that starts with the capital and then the other letters are small is cultural. You know what I mean? And then the one that starts with the small H or the letters are small is musical. You know what I mean?
Damn,
guys didn't even know that. They just know they're doing hip hop. You know, that's why niggas are whack. You know, for real. Because they don't study. They don't listen to KRS-One. They don't listen to us. You know what I mean?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Allegro Africa podcast. My name is Allegro Africa. Yeah, Africa. Kefan ki sa tribe nyamu Africa. Baha Africa. And we have a great episode, ladies and gentlemen, that I've been planning in my head. I was like, you know what? D-Man in the studio. We're going to do it this way. And we are definitely going to do it this way. I hope it works out. We're trying something so new. But all the time, he's ready for it. Ladies and gentlemen, hip-hop has always been in this country, ladies and gentlemen. And we had people who started from the bottom while we were not even understanding what they're trying to do. But we were definitely understanding what they were saying. And in those times, we had people like Emphatic Tabs. We've had TMech in the building telling us what... how it started. We had people MC Conundrum. We had people Koreka. Oh my God, what a time. Kislev was there and Kislev is here in the studios today. My nigga, Kitabilo Flying.
You already know, man.
Kitabilo Flying. Look, man, just before you tell people what you all about and who Kislev is, I think let's do one song.
Okay.
Choose a random one over there. Choose a random one. What's going on? Emphatic Tabs more. Hey, I don't know. Intro
Yeah.
Keep checking the frames out because we're gonna be moving about. Yeah. Kislev, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Pump it up.
You already know what time it is, man. Coming at you live and direct. From the east, yes sir.
Kislev!
Practice the Big Bang Theory from the slum to stop the poverty and the war in Sudan across the state. Overlay to the all-time great, the underground underdog. I never underestimate the righteous MC, the leader of the Marine team. Got more cash flow than the South China Sea. From the thought rock, we're out here like astronauts. I create a wave, I got more brains than an octopus. For instance, I'm part of the underground resistance. Bear witness to the oracle, maintain your distance. When I vocalize, I show and prove I work overtime. Dope rhymes got more power than dopamine. Mathematics, get it against all odds, coming for all women and children. It's +4. Socialist International from the far left. I represent underground till I run out of breath. World is born, nothing beats a positive mindset. To all the family out there, catch you on the next rhyme fast. I was born ready to flip, son, I was made for this. Winners know what to quit, it's survival of the fit. We gon' grow like a plant, son, don't worry. War got 15 minutes of fame to tell our story. I was born ready to flip, son, I was made for this. Winners know what to quit, it's survival of the fit. We gon' grow like a plant, son, don't worry. War got 15 minutes of fame to tell our story. Got the proof of fire like Thomas Crook. You must learn and never judge a book. I'm the master of the ceremony. I don't sell weed, realistic. I don't got tricks underneath my sleeve. From the top of the dome, I kick back like reflex. I rap for dope, plus I'm dope. I'm not about free raps. The grass is always green on the other side. That's why I'm taking everybody out like carbon dioxide. Game recognized game, that's why we the say. Maintain your lane and stay sweeter than sugar cane. The rugged MC, if not at least I try. Podcast, lavender rap from the kingdom in the sky. The cream in the crop from the central Bender district. Spin circles around heads in the rap Olympics. Back on the block, I build the industry for feel like masonry. It's all live, hip hop and I got chemistry. Real life in the lab like science. Feel the force coming forth, it's in the lines. I was born ready to flip, son, I was made for this. Winners know where to quit, it's survival of the fit. We gon' grow like a plant, son, don't worry. War got 15 minutes of fame to tell our story. I was born ready to flip, son, I was made for this. When the snow with the quitting, survival of the fit. We gon' roll like a plan, son, don't worry. War got 15 minutes of fame to tell our story. 16 You know.
Oh my God, I knew it was going to be exciting.
No.
Nice one.
What up?
Tell me, being underground, there's being underground,
right.
There's an underground genre. Tell me what this underground is about.
All right, man. It's pretty simple. All right. That's where the knowledge is. Underground. That's where the rawness is. That's where the pureness is. Regardless of what genre, man. Trust and believe. If you check, for instance, what would be trending right now if we go for my piano, right? People will be talking about there's that private
school.
And then there's the mainstream, you know what I mean? So yeah, we for the conservative, we for the principled side, you know what I mean? The underground, for instance, that's where the knowledge is, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Also the beat is saying that to me.
Yeah.
And who did the beat?
Your boy Pi. Pi. I'm old guy who's been in the game for years.
Damn.
We're rapping with the Duke since way back. You know what I mean? When the whole game started, 2001.
So is that you wanna flow underground?
Yeah.
You wanna,
for a reason.
Yeah.
Here's a reason.
Yeah.
That's where for instance we're gonna be buried. That's where forefathers were buried.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So for one to for instance, if I would ask you which spirit animal you come from, I'm from the crocodile. I don't know which spirit animal.
The lions.
Right.
From the lions.
Word is born. So you will have to when I ask you to to recite.
Something about
you're gonna mention someone who has passed on. You know what I mean? I'm sorry about the quality, but you're gonna mention someone who has passed on, right? Someone who's buried, someone who's underground. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So that's knowledge. That's knowledge right there. You talk about your forefather. You talk about your grandfather.
Sure.
You know what I mean? That's why we support the hip hop side. We support the underground because we talk about how our grandfathers worked hard for us to be where we are right now in the hip hop world, in the hip hop spectrum, in the hip hop.
So is it uncomfortable to you to write a commercial hip hop beat or song?
Right. It's not. All right. It's not. Okay. In hip hop, there's principles, there's laws. I mean, hip hop is the way of life. All right. So while we're living, we have to be principled. We have to be. We have to follow certain laws. So yeah, in hip hop as well, there's that. We have what is called the H law. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Okay.
H. If you abbreviate that, it'll be H will stand for health. And then L will be for love. A will be for awareness, and then W will be for wealth. You know what I mean? So you see, that's where the money comes in. You know what I mean? The commercial, going back to your term, commercial. Because that's the narrative. Underground can be commercial. You know what I mean? And I'm like, yo, a lot of guys who are doing hip hop don't even know what they're doing. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah, man. Because here I am right now talking about laws and principles, which a lot of people don't know.
No, I'm not aware of.
Black Thought said that in some song called "Never Do What They Do." In his first lines, he said, "The lost generation, the fast-paced nation, principles of true hip hop have been forsaken." So when someone says that, you get to think.
Yeah, you have to think hard on. Okay,
what are these principles?
Exactly that we don't know or probably have forgot.
So underground. Going back to your question, why underground? Underground is where the knowledge is, man. You know what I mean? That's why the hip hop side, we advocate the underground hip hop side. We advocate for knowledge a whole lot more. You should be, you should drop some knowledge, man.
All the time.
Rap more than about
Tell me about Kislev. Where, when and where you start now being in hip hop? Do you start with like poetry reciting, or you had some influence where you were living? And who did you look up to until you decided, you know what, nake Kislev and drop some knowledge on these niggas?
You know, man, born and bred in, you know, raised in Lesotho, you know what I mean? I grew up in and around Maseru, you know what I mean? You know, I'm from a single parent, working class, member of the society, you know what I mean? Raised by a mother, you know what I mean? So I fell in love with hip hop in the mid 90s, you know what I mean? Back then, hip hop 90s. That's why even today we still advocate for hip hop, 90s hip hop. You know what I mean? Because if you check in the 90s, hip hop, the most well recognized hip hop, which would be the American hip hop. You know what I mean? Guys, back then in the US, they were very liberal. You know what I mean? Like, you know, they had dreadlocks on. They were rocking the dashikis. You know what I mean?
Trying to advocate
they were all about
blackness.
You know what I mean? They were all about going back to Africa. You know what I mean? In the 90s. You know what I mean? You know, obviously right before your legendary Tupac deceased. So that's when I fell in love with hip hop. I came across some token. You know. Back in them days, we had like a packet of Simba chips. You know, so in the packet, there was some sort of presents that kids would get. When I popped it open, I got a token of Fuji's. You know, what I mean? I'm thinking there was like circular objects that you would find in packets of Simbas. When I popped
at
it
some
open,
point in the Pokemon,
Pokemon, Dragon Ball Z, you know what I mean? Yeah.
So Bill Hormone was hip hop
back in the
artist.
90s, you know, 96, 97. Because the Fugees, the album that dropped, that they were promoting, which is called The Score, dropped in 1996. So this must have been 96, 97 when I came across this thing, you know what I mean? So I asked this person next to me, oh, you know these people? Obviously she like, nah, I don't know, you know, because like back then, because considering where we are, Lesotho, what was popping is Kwaito, you know what I mean? In next year is Kwaito, you know, the influence, heavy influence from South Africa and even country, Kwaito, you know what I mean? But if you check, they were also influenced by a lot of hip hop. But true. Kwaito was influencing me. So, but then I fell in love. First sight, I see this thing like, yo, man, you know, okay, you don't know these people? I might have to do some research about these people.
Got you.
That's when I guess I fell in love with hip hop. 96, I was still in primary. You know what I mean? Because I did my primary, my grade 7 in 1998. When the whole town was burning, you know, political situation.
Nigga, I'm talking about an exam.
We're out here, man, trying to focus, man. You know what I mean? You know, I remember for real, man. You know, no laughing matter, for real, man.
Damn, man.
You know, like it's the same situation. I'm guessing that is happening in August.
Because that was in September when the town was going down.
Right.
And you're just about to write your finals at October-ish.
Yeah, man. You know, so it was a mess, man. You know, a teacher yelling back to you, go back home, man. You know, like, no, okay. You know.
And you're wondering what's going to happen now.
But 99, that's when I decided, you know, I'm gonna rap. Obviously, we our examinations went down well. We had examinations, we passed. With our grades, you know what I mean? You know?
but when you start rapping and like now you need like some people to look up to and say, okay, you know what? I want to do what this guy's doing.
Right. Yeah.
Who are these
the influence? The influence really came in 1999 because that's when I met up with all this vast information about hip hop. Like releases were made a lot in 1999. You know, in terms of hip hop in the US, because that's the most influential side of hip hop. You know what I mean? You know, we'll talk about that. It's pretty easy. All right. Look, man, it all began in Africa. But yeah, in 1999, that's when I fell in love. The influence really your Wu-Tangs, your DMX, your Most Def, you know what I mean? Your Talib, you know.
I'm hearing that. Also.
Yes. That's when the spark was really ignited, you know, turned into flames that are.
So locally now, who are you working with?
Right now, I'm working.
I mean, at that time. Now.
Oh, okay.
So you see,
1999.
2000, 2001.
I was working with a bunch of guys. We were able to put together a crew that we it changed a lot of names, but at first it was called Cuts on Raps.
Right? You're talking,
you know, that's Poison File.
Poison File. Trying to remember that name. Who else?
Your boy, Spit Ferocious.
Okay,
you know what I mean. And then your boy Kislev. Those were the first three, all right. And then it gave birth to a lot of MCs. You know what I mean. But before that, obviously, we have to like get inspiration from the elders, seen that before underground. Before obviously your Lymphatic Taps were really pushing, doing his thing. Yeah. I had a friend of mine. His name is called Ferromagnetic.
Okay.
Poison File's brother.
Okay.
He was already in the scene. He was already in the scene. Your Papa Z were really popping. You know what I mean. There's this guy called the Articulate Confab, you know, so hip hop was already bubbling under, or hip hop was already alive.
I think it was alive. Did you have like conflicts with each other, from stable to group against group, stable to stable, village to village, like those type of beef at that time? Yeah,
man. It's part of the game. It's part of the game. Competition creates growth. You know what I mean? But we can't collaborate. So you know, it was very competitive back then. You know what I mean? I was like I said, I was moving around with my mom. So back then we were stationed at Horshaw.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So
no, let's tell her.
You know, so things were happening a lot around there because that's where your Ferromagnetic was. That's where your core record grew up at. You know what I mean? A couple of guys who were popping. Marcel West was really popping. Yeah. You know, guys would come down all the way from Naledi. You know, your Skepsy will come all the way from Naledi, you know, come record with us, you know. Nice. So we had it really popping back then, that side of town, you know what I mean? Which is the west side, you know what I mean? For real, Marcel West.
You know, exactly, literally.
Yeah. And then it grew, man. It grew. Underground hip hop grew so much. But then, you know, it got compromised all the way on the way. But then, you know, we're still out here, you know.
What do you think Lymphatic Tabs did for the culture, hip hop in Lesotho, when he was pushing in SA? Because he pushed in SA from kind of like the beginning.
Right. When he dropped his tape called Era. You know what I mean?
Is that the one that had the video on TV?
Yeah, where he was ironing in the middle of the street. With an unplugged iron, you know, like, who does that? You know, in the middle of the street. So yeah, when he dropped that tape, he inspired us a whole lot because
I see.
underground, there it is. On a mainstream level,
you understand?
You know, it's on public platforms. You know, so it was pretty inspirational. So he was also mobile. He would come down here, so we'd meet this guy. Now he's not some guy who's locked up in a box, you know what I mean? Here's this guy now. So it's possible, you know, that's what one was thinking at least, you know what I mean? So he made it really he made it look easy, you know what I mean?
And doable.
And really possible. So yeah, man, it helped us a lot. That's why he's in this tape right now. Moment in time.
Ifag. Oh, we're off here. Oh my god.
Moment in time. Look out for it.
There's the one you did with Lymphatics. I want to try and play it right now so that you rock to it. What's it called? Tell us about it.
Moment in time. It's
Moment
called
in Time.
Mind, Body, and Soul. Mind, Body, and Soul. You know,
Mind,
it's trying to,
Body,
you
and
know,
Soul.
align. It's trying to align. You know, but
Bump
his
it up,
verse,
bump it up.
I don't know about
I need to listen to his verse. Yeah.
Yeah, I know what it is.
Okay.
I'm the truth in the booth. I'm on point like a saber-toothed tiger. My lyrics are hyper. On Fruity Loops, it's a marathon after board. I'm running across the finish line. Ill I'm designed for some most rappers to redesign. I'm the people's choice. World is born. I got the blue magic, the kinetic music. I practice mathematics. I'm not your typical master of the celebrity. I represent conscious hip hop genetically. I'm a superstar general, the leader of the people army. Strictly for my head, from my mind, soul, and my body. My flow sweeter than nectar. I got the killer behavior, ripping it raw on the corner block. I'm a bricklayer, sharpshooter, ripping the bullseye. One hit wonder. I'm taking the number one spot. World is born, it's just a number. On the thought rock, burning it up before dropping it. Jewel, I keep it 101 dog in the veil. I'm known to be cruel. The most rugged flow for my mind, body, and soul. On the microphone, I drop heat like coal. Whatever's clever MCs, we gotta get the cheddar. I rap around science, it's mind over matter. The most rugged flow for my mind, body, and soul. On the microphone, I drop heat like coal. Whatever's clever MCs, we gotta get the cheddar. I rap around science, it's mind over matter.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3 into the 4. Come through, see what we live for. Conclude with mischievous, wicked thoughts of kung fu and the secret metaphors. Seeking exit doors that keep us in the dark. Sleep can get across your deepest inner core. Pieces many torn up, pieces of the war, consumed in congruent meanings that are wrong. I've seen it all before, truth seeming like it's false. Who needs to jump and fall through ceilings that are flaws? Semiotics call on seeing oxymorons where idiots are being as genius as morons.
Dramatic tabs.
The fearless, meaningless to come through. Sleaziness and speaking is as easy as 1, 2, 3 and through the 4. My feet are on the floor when seeking what is foreign, speaking to my core.
The most rugged flow for my mind, body, and soul. On the microphone, I drop heat like coal. Whatever's clever MCs, we gotta get the cheddar. I rap around science, it's mind over matter. The most rugged flow for my mind, body, and soul. On the microphone, I drop heat like coal. Whatever's clever MCs, we gotta get the cheddar. I rap around science.
Cut it. Emphatic tabs is. You know what I was going to ask you?
Yeah.
And I want to emphatic tabs with swear.
Okay.
Y'all don't change the way you flow on a song.
Yeah.
I remember a song on Otiki, the way you guys did the remix, Yas Talal.
Okay.
Yeah, Skips. And then from the MIP stable, y'all did the remix. And you were there. Right?
Yeah, I have a verse. Yeah.
But you were still doing the same, like, I don't know, the same style of flow that you always do on. So is it a rule, man? Is it you trying to say, look, I'm standing true to how I flow, or this is what I believe in terms of flow?
Right. Yeah, man. First of all, it is what's popping. All right, slow flow. Slow flow. You know, even the kids gotta understand, even the grown-ups gotta understand, man. You know what I mean? So you gotta take it easy.
I see what you mean.
Other than that, you know, the pace of your heartbeat, man. The pace of your heartbeat is pretty chill. You know, it's on a 1-2 beat. You know, yeah. It's pretty chill. So
you don't need to rush anything.
That's a pace we keep in hip hop. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The 1-2 beat. If you listen to our beats, the on there,
yeah. That's
your heart, right? So that's why we maintain the for instance, boom bap narrative that we be defending. You know, that boom bap instead of some that will make you dance with your waist. We go for some that will make you dance with with your heart or maybe your head.
Yeah. Just try to actually deep it
and think about
sure what's been said,
life, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. That's why we go for the pace that we flow at.
In this project,
slow flow.
it sounds like you did do like slow beats. You didn't rush any. You don't have any rushing beat or like a like a trap situation.
Well, the first song I performed, when we started this, it was pretty fast.
Yeah, it is. Well, yeah.
Affirmation is called Affirmation. You know what I mean?
Cool. Yeah, we didn't talk about it.
It's called Affirmation. You know what I mean? Yeah. First, the second song after the introduction. So just there really affirming that everything everything was all right. Everything is all right. Everything's gonna be all right. You know what I mean?
Like that.
So that's the first song. It's called Affirmation.
Who first did the beat on this one?
On this, it was produced by some guy called Lapis Lazuli. Underground like that, man. You know what I mean? But
I'm telling you, bro.
But
underground and on point.
Yeah. Lapis Lazuli, man. You know what I mean? Some guy from Lesotho, strictly Lesotho beats. You know what I mean? Wow. Strictly. Recorded in Lesotho, we're pushing Lesotho hip hop, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not that we're nationalists, you know what I mean? Very international, you know what I mean?
Got you.
I try as much as possible to go for locally produced beats, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So all the beats in the tape, locally produced. All the beats I've been rapping on for all these years, bro. You know what I mean? Your TMech produced them, your Cypher Black produced them, your Hermit Sage, a whole lot of guys from home here, you know what I mean? So that's one thing I really like to give thanks for. I like to thank you guys for helping me to get to where I am today, man. You know what I mean? If one for the producers,
for
you know what I mean, we
you
wouldn't be here, man.
And we give them less platform to celebrate them.
Yes, sir.
They're doing a really good job.
Yes, sir.
At what point did you join? MIP? Because I feel like TMech, you have always been acquainted. Am I correct?
Yeah.
But then now he's here saying, "Hey, this is MIP. Let's do something."
Right.
Well, how did it come about?
Met TMech years before MIP. You know what I mean? Remember back in Horslow. The whole thing started in Horslow.
I see.
You know what I mean?
I see.
Guys who come down to our studio. You know what I mean? We had set up a studio at Poison File's crib.
Okay.
We set up a studio. So guys who come down. So he was staying right across from my hood, Masuru West. He was staying there. So he'd come down to the Cuts and Rap studio, do a couple of sessions. You know what I mean? Up until he grew. And developed his own sound, you know what I mean? That's when he set up a studio in Maseru East a couple of years down the line. That's the 2000, 2001, 2002.
Okay. Damn.
Word is born.
Damn.
So that's when he started his own booth. At around that time, I was already working with Cousin Raps. We were already pushing, recording songs. We're still high school kids, but we're out here, man, after school, jamming. That'll go show you the love. You know what I mean?
Sure.
TMech, he developed his studio around 2004, 2005, because in 2005, that's when I recorded my EP, my first solo project now. You know what I mean?
Nice.
2005. And I was recording it at TMech's crib.
Okay,
you know what I mean?
Cool.
Compared to when I was recording at Boy Studios back in Horslow. You know what I mean? Because we did the recording sessions at Horslow from around 2000 to 2004,
So why wouldn't you record there?
We split.
I see.
We split not because of any beef, but parents had to move around, man. You know what I mean?
I see.
My boy's parents had to move to another place, so the studio was shut down, obviously. And then we stayed in the hood, and then I moved to TMech's crib and started recording my EP.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I
That's
feel
when
you.
I guess Cuts on Rap split. You know,
Yeah,
the foundation.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Because like I'm saying, they would go all the way from Naledi to Masuru West, all the way to Hawthorne to go there. All these guys record with us. So
Okay.
that's when TMech and I built this relationship that we have today. 2005 or even before that, 2000 when he came back. When I started rapping in 99, he wasn't in the country. I'm TMech went in the country in 99. He probably got in the country in 2000. You know what I mean? 2000 2001. You know from elsewhere. You know what I mean? From Boom.
So what's in your mind when he comes to you and says, "Hey, Victor, I want to do like a magic and
situation. Obviously, man. It was very competitive. Let me just put it that way. But very competitive, man. Certain remarks, man. Hey, your boy work, man. Beats ain't nice. Beats ain't banging. You know what I mean?
Sure.
But that's the game. That's the game, right? I guess that's what fueled him to build a studio now because he wasn't getting the love. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So he was like, "Yeah, I'll definitely do it on my own." So he moved and built his studio in Massachusetts at his crib. So that's when I recorded with him my first project. And then you know what I mean. The rest is history, man. You know,
MIP had a couple of artists in there, a couple of rappers.
Yeah.
Were there some people who you were like, "Damn, this nigga whack"? And how would you handle it? How would you handle it?
I don't know, man. Look, that's the narrative, bro. That's the narrative, man. It still it still drives people crazy as to what was Kislev doing with MIP. Like niggas. Still,
is it? They feel like
I'm sure niggas still. Yeah. What the fuck was this nigga doing here? But yeah.
Wait, but why in what breath? Like, as in you're better than them.
Look. That's the game.
Got
That's
you.
the game. Right. That's the game.
Because you and Meg were probably the people who were like longest in the industry.
At least.
More experienced.
You know what I mean?
So
even though you found me in the game when
Meg.
he came, he came.
Also,
into
you were like the longest serving.
Obviously, you know what I mean. We're still, Kislev is still out here doing the most. That's why I went to MIP in around 2014, 2013, 14, because they had blown up after that. After the Basotho song, they had blown up after that song. After the Tiwa Lukhomwitz in our song, they had blown up. So, you know what I mean? Obviously I was like, yeah, sure, let's work. So I worked on a tape that I call Collector's Item, 2014, and then worked around with them, did a couple of shows. You must understand the game, man. Lesotho, man, probably like the only hip hop acts. Remember Dunamis once said that, the only hip hop act, and then the whole country started rapping.
Wait, what did Dunamis say? He said he is the only
I'm seeing
rapper.
Lesotho.
I think I've heard that before. I think I've heard that.
So man. Right now I think Kislev is the only hip hop act in Lesotho. You know what I mean? Like for real, man. That's
so you're saying it now.
For real.
Let's say your case.
It's Kislev. All right, it's Kislev. It's Emphatic Tabs. You know what I mean?
Are you speaking underground hip hop?
Yeah, hip hop. All right, hip hop. It's Kislev. It's Emphatic Tabs. It's Full Metal Jacket. You remember Full Metal Jacket?
Ooh, I'm yeah.
Hip hop, pure hip hop.
Yeah, I think I've heard he's still there in the game. He
had a very influential experience in South African hip hop game. You know.
Okay.
If you, I'm sure if you go to SA and talk to Ammunition and ask, do you know Full Metal Jacket?
Yeah.
You'd be like, I know the kid. You know
okay.
That's how influential he was. You know what I mean? With underground boom bap beats. You know Full Metal Jacket.
Are you recognizing Skips in hip hop?
No.
Come with it.
Yeah, man. We've been debating about this. Right? It's a very broad debate. You know what I mean? When when J Balvin, some guy in you know, the Cardi B song, yes, I like it like that.
Yeah. The remix
She
of
features two guys there.
Okay.
She features two guys who rap in Latin.
Yeah.
You know, funny enough, you didn't even recognize them guys. You know.
Yeah, I don't know them, but I know the verses
okay,
are there.
fine. Okay.
Yeah.
They rap in Latin, right?
Yeah.
So one of the guys, when he was booked at in US at some in the middle of a game called the Super Bowl, you know, like
yeah.
He was booked, this guy, and he's performing, right? You know, performing.
Yeah.
And then Donald Trump says, "Yo, I see you guys having a ball in there. What is he saying?"
Okay, yeah. Wait, this recent Super Bowl, right?
Yeah. Super Bowl, man, the most biggest where country perform, where Dr. Dre perform. Yeah, J Balvin or J Buddy. I don't even, you know, but one of those Latin guys. You know what I mean? This guy is rapping in Latin, and then Donald just like, "Yo, I see you guys balling in there.
Yeah.
What is he saying?
Sure.
Could you at least tell us what he's saying? We're trying to have fun. We're trying to have fun.
Sure.
So yeah, that's the narrative.
So are you trying to say you don't hear what Skibbs is saying?
Well, I do. 2.5 million people do. 2.5 million people do.
Skibbs.
Yeah, I'm talking about Skibbs. 2.5 people. 2.5 people. I mean Basotho.
Sure.
Yeah, Basotho. You know, 2.5 million people compared to someone who raps in English. You know, who probably, you know, the whole world hears.
So you saying that Skibbs out, you don't really recognize him on hip hop is because of the language he's rapping in.
It's called hip hop. What does he do? He does what he calls Soto hop.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
So you want to recognize him in the Soto hop vibe?
He's doing that. He's being nationalistic about it. We're trying to be very international about it and call it hip hop. We don't call it Lesotho hip hop. You know, because if you call it Lesotho hip hop, we're trying to be in a box, and we're not trying to be in a box. You know what I mean? You know
so generally hip hop.
It's not hip hop. It's not American hip hop.
It's hip hop.
It's hip hop. It began in Africa. Remember?
Yeah.
We taught him how to rap. We taught him mathematics and science.
Science
says everything began in Africa. So we can't say hip hop began in America.
So you're saying MIP also was not doing hip hop?
Yeah, man. That's why they're not rapping right now. That's why I'm still doing the most right now.
Damn.
Defending hip hop, man. Defending hip hop. Look, it's no game. It's no game.
I hear you, man.
That's why we had to calm down. That's why we had to calm down, man. We're trying to set this narrative very straight. All right? Hip hop. That's where it ends.
El Tor,
my boy doing hip hop, but he needs to clean up. He needs to clean up. I saw man, for no jokes, man. No jokes. He needs to clean up.
Don't take it there.
No.
Let me talk. I'm talking about El Tor 2005 to 2010, that era. That exact era.
Your boy was nice. Your boy was
hip-hop.
nice. Come on.
Your
boy was nice. Yeah. A bit mainstream, a bit, you know what I mean? But a bit commercially compromised. You know what I mean? Commercially compromised.
Like man. He was too much in the commercial.
Yeah.
But you can still acknowledge or recognize him in hip hop.
Yeah. To a certain extent. All right. So yeah. Your boy Tory, man. Come on, man. He was nice. He was rapping with them. What's the name of the guy from Mazinot? They dropped the song. Not Nyrix. Soto guy. They dropped the song with him and Soul of Weed, if you remember the song that was popping. It was pretty huge.
Mazinot is not Olive Branch.
No, not Olive, man. Them guys died a long time ago. But yo, all I'm saying is, for reals, for real, we need to bring back, we need to make hip hop great again. All right, that's my narrative. I'm not out here bashing nobody. I'm just trying to like inspire all these guys, man. You know what I mean? Like I dropped the tape last year. Niggas is still talking about they want to shoot a video of a song that they recorded 16 years ago. You know what I mean? I recorded songs last year. You know what I mean? We're still active in the game, but I guess we're living in that era where everything is separated, you know what I mean? You know, the cancel culture, you know what I mean? We too hard, you know what I mean?
Too hardcore, maybe. Get you.
Yeah, man. Look,
sure.
I'm gonna rap about mathematics because It began in Africa, you know.
What song do you want to rap to right now that he should play that you think is like relevant? Like right now, after all we just said, what song do you want him to play?
The most relevant song right now that is popping, that I'm sure you saw, it was trending. It's called Working Class, song number 4. Yeah, man, for all the slaves out there, all the working,
connected,
all the people working hard.
Hey,
yeah,
hey.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
yo, this one goes to all of my hustlers out there.
Okay.
All my strugglers out there. All of the people waking up early in the morning. All of y'all people sleeping late at night. Just to make ends meet.
Come on.
Yeah. If time is money, then I got plenty on my hands. Cause we all got 24 hours like Kiefer Sutherland. I'm a big bull in a big zoo. I keep it yo. I'm from the streets, buddy. I'm well known, I better the folks. I practice what I preach. It's all science, I work out. I am versatile. I work harder than the first child. I shake the world of its axis. When I drop rhymes, I spin circles around heads. Counterclockwise, hip hop is for kids. I pay attention like school fees. When I launch, I'll stop your cash flow like the Houthis. Rise like the East and get more dough than the bakery. I work hard for minimum wage in this modern day slavery. I don't work for a living, I live to work. And when I die, my testimony is gonna be my only word. In the boardroom, of course, getting my point across. My thoughts getting everybody happy, cause I'm the boss. I'm the first and last MC from the working class to spit everybody's favorite verse in half. Born like the word from the curb, it's what you heard. I'm a product of hard labor. Watch me get to work. I'm the first and last MC from the working class to spit everybody's favorite verse in half. Born like the word from the curb, it's what you heard. I'm a product of hard labor. Watch me get to work. From the countryside to the metropolis, I'm the catalyst, radio activist, taking down capitalists. Vibe back on top of the game like you never heard of this. I can't compromise hip-hop for reactionary conservatives. Certified dope is what I'm dropping on top of the scale. My freestyle is worth more than a couple of heads and tail. I got my eyes wide open, I can't afford to sleep. I spend my time on the streets like vendors, cause talk is cheap. The most humble MC, you know the deal. I'm from the slums, that means I'm here for bread and microscopic crumbs. I love my job, I celebrate every day. When I be on the mic, all the kids come out to play. There's no denying, I put in work and overtime. I can't show up to work on a sober mind. I'm known for setting it up to raise the bar. This is the all-time great, the ghetto superstar. I'm the first and last MC from the working class to spit everybody's favorite verse in half. Born like the word from the curb, it's what you heard. I'm a product of hard labor. Watch me get to work. I'm the first and last MC from the working class to spit everybody's favorite verse in half. Born like the word from the curb, it's what you heard. I'm a product of hard labor.
Cut it.
What?
Bro, tell me what the verse is saying. You're the first and last MC
from the working class to spit everybody's favorite verse in half.
Oh, okay. And
born like yeah.
Sure.
Born like the word from the curb is what you heard. I'm your favorite MC. Yeah, man. So yeah, that's how it goes.
What was your thought when Dunamis said that? Because I'm sure you were singing on a national platform and it's like, what was your feeling? And what can you say now?
Well, I ain't see that. Guys was telling me I ain't see that. Personally, I didn't see that. I just heard the rage that was going on. I just heard, for instance, songs that were popping up, and I was like, "Yo, what's going on?" And then someone told me, "Yo, this guy's out here, you know, claiming that he's the only MC in Lesotho." So when that, you know, I didn't really take much about it because we were already popping back then. We were already popping, you know what I mean? All over, already touring all over. Yeah, man. So yeah, man.
It wasn't making sense.
Yeah, we're like, it's just one of those. It was just one of those claiming the spot. Yeah, man.
Yeah. I think so too. And then he had another. His recent release, I think, was an album that should be about a year or two ago.
Right.
You remember it?
Yeah.
Did you get a chance to listen to it?
Nah, man. The last tape that I heard of him that I like. Yeah, I saw he released No Doubt. I saw he released, but last tape that I was bumping was that Master C. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the one that he actually pushed, and that was like
the last time I was bumping a guy. But met up with the dude, man. You know, cool guy. You know what I mean?
Awesome.
We're still trying to work, you know what I mean? We're still trying to work together because
nice.
There's a couple of activities that we're trying to do, as hip hop heads down here. There's what is called, Hip Hop Appreciation Week.
Nice.
There's what is called Hip Hop Celebration Day. There's also what is called Hip Hop History Month. So about all these times, we're trying to be active as well. So, this coming May, which is the appreciation week, we'll be active, you know what I mean? Boom bap, man, boom bap. We're playing around when because you know, like we say, man, all these guys claiming hip hop, they don't even know what hip hop is. You know what I mean? If you abbreviate hip hop, right? It is HIPHOP. It will be high intellectual power helping oppressed people. You know what I mean? So, you know, I doubt even a lot of guys know what that is. Hip hop is in three forms. For instance, the all written in caps letters, the first letter starting with the capital and then the other small, and then the small, you know what I mean? First one, all written in caps, hip hop, all caps is spiritual, you know what I mean? Spiritual hip hop.
Okay.
You know? Yeah, for real.
All right. I mean? Guys, and then the capital H, the
one that starts with the capital and then the other letters are small is cultural. You know what I mean? And then the one that starts with the small H or the letters are small is musical. You know what I mean?
Damn,
yeah, guys didn't even know that. They just know they're doing hip hop. You know, that's why niggas are whack. You know, for real. Because they don't study. They don't listen to KRS-One. They don't listen to us. You know what I mean? So a lot of guys don't know what they're doing, bro. That's why I was talking about. Who would you call
forth to, like, say we had like a hip hop conference, like we're trying to like drop the knowledge, like no beat. We're trying to tell these people what's going on.
Right.
Who would you call to present all of this?
There's a couple of guys.
Who's on your panel now?
There's a couple of guys. We can actually hold it down because we're very, very intentional about it. You know what I mean? Right now, hip hop is very intentional. So yes, we're having sessions like that that'll be coming up pretty soon. But there's a guy that I featured in this project, latest project, Moment in Time. There's a guy featured called Wahara Kamata. He's very knowledgeable when it comes to hip hop. You know what I mean? He's the one guy that I met and I was like, oh yeah, we need to be, there's a reason why there's underground. There's a reason why there is the spiritual side of hip hop, man. You know, maybe it's time we get out the clubs and go into churches. You know, we can't be spiritual about hip hop, man. You know, it ain't about chicken and beer.
Yeah. I get you, man.
You know, chicken and beer.
I guess clubbing.
No, Ludacris album. Ludacris.
Oh, yeah. Wait, are you hating on his album now?
All right, cool. So you know Dead Prayers, right?
Yeah.
They have a song called "Be Healthy."
Okay.
Yeah. You remember?
I don't know. Okay. I don't remember
there's
the
this
song.
tape. There's this tape that they released called the name of the album is called "Let's Get Free." The album has songs like "Hip Hop is bigger than hip." Or "Mind Sex."
That was like in late 90s. Yeah.
90s hip hop.
Yeah.
For a reason.
Underground also.
For a reason.
For sure.
Right? So these guys, they have a song in this album that they call "Let's Get Free."
Okay.
They have a song called "Be Healthy."
Okay.
Remember I was talking about health in the laws?
Yeah.
H stands for health.
Yeah.
So you work out. Do your push-ups. That's why Onyx, guys, remember Onyx always buffed up. Your DMX were buffed up.
It was always about that.
Health.
I mean,
so you can jump around the stage and rap.
Yeah. Be healthy to spit those things for like a whole 2 hours.
So I don't know what chicken and beer would do to your health. I mean, so yeah, we need to be healthy. You know, you need to be healthy.
I would love these hip hop conversations
for real, man.
We'll be receiving them and loving them, but then you're like, yeah, you're loving this, but come on, think about it this way, and y'all are here changing perspectives, that would be like a so interesting perspective.
For real, man. Because right now, for instance, us the hip hop we defend. We talk about, for instance, if you talk about food, we'll be advocating for African cuisine. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. Your sorghum, your plant-based food. You know what I mean? The health side. You know, that's why we listen to Dr. Sebi, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why, because he's on that health tip. He's on that health tip. We know for bottles of Henny in drink water, you know. So yeah, man. Hip hop is that we helping. We're helping. We're not destroying. Remember, it's called high intellectual power, helping oppressed people. So your aim in the society is to help. If you can't help. You know what I mean? So yeah, man.
What are your plans, man? Like going forward? I mean, this is last year's project. On Nachinanziki Wale TMech, he was like, I'm already doing like a beat for this guy while we're waiting. I'm like, y'all are crazy, but what are the plans for this year, man? What you want to see under the Kislev brand?
I'm trying to be a bit more institutional, man. We lack institutions. We're talking about institutions. That's a conversation every day that we have, right? We don't have, for instance, platforms, studios. Obviously, we have studios, bedroom studios, but man, if they would be a bit more formal, then get somewhere. And then the other institution that I'm talking about is, for instance, organization. You know what I mean? The hip hop that I would like to defend. I would like to be a leader of a more organized hip hop society. You know what I mean? Because when we organize, we can be able to defeat anything and everything compared to when one is doing it individually. Which is one of the principles that we promote in hip hop. We have 4 principles. Remember I said we have laws, we have principles
we also
as well.
have principles.
Which are peace, love, unity, and fun. You know what I mean? So we must unify, you know what I mean? That's why beefing hip hop, you know, because it's destroying. You know what I mean? Hip hop is building. Let's collaborate. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I like to see more organized MCs. I like to see more organized graffiti artists. You know what I mean? More organized fashion designers. One thing about hip hop, especially in Lesotho, when they mention one mentions hip hop, the other person thinks MC, rapping, you know, flipping lips. What about dancing? What about the knowledge? You know what I mean? Just talking right now. Yeah,
like it's a whole culture, whole movement.
Man, you know, 9 elements. All right. Graffiti, DJing, beatboxing. Knowledge, entrepreneurship.
I'm sure eventing is part of that too.
If it falls under entrepreneurship. So you need to be very dynamic when it comes to hip hop, man. Don't be beautiful in a box. You know what I mean?
So that's what you're trying to like lay down as knowledge.
That's why I'm not for nationalism. I'm for internationalism.
Awesome.
Or if you can get somewhere, intergalactic.
Sure.
Because you know. We are gods, you know. You remember MCs call each other gods, like
really?
Have you noticed? For real, dog. What you talking about? You talking about really? Yeah, for real, dog. MCs call each other gods, man. Yo, God, yo, peace, God.
I've never heard anyone call them God. For real, not God. Even Lord.
For God, man. For real. There's this guy called Old Dirty Bastard. Right. In the Wu-Tang song. He's talking right before everybody raps. Hey, yo, man, you know, y'all thought y'all were gonna see me? I'm the Osiris of this thing. Osiris
is a god.
Osiris is the god of pride. It's the Greek god of what?
Of what? I don't know.
Okay, fine. It don't matter if he's a Greek word, a god. The Greeks learned everything that they learned from Egypt.
Okay.
World is born. Check it out. Pythagoras, Aristotle. They learned everything.
Have you had a conversation with
Egypt
with Pito Ramahul? Y'all could go crazy. I'ma put you in a room, and you guys just tell each other stuff.
Yeah, man.
I'm telling you.
I saw he cut off his dreads.
Yeah.
I saw he cut off his dreads, man.
You think it meant something?
Yeah, obviously, he's very spiritual, man. He's very spiritual. Yeah, obviously,
Yeah.
meant something. Yeah, man.
What would you be going through to cut your dreads?
Ew, don't talk about cutting my dreads, man. You know what I mean? No, man, you know what I mean? Samson, you saw what happened. You know what happened to Samson, man.
That's the
You know,
thing.
it connects
That's
us.
the
It
thing.
connects us. You know, here, people's, intellects say here connects us to the universe here. You know what I mean? So that's why back in them days I was talking about hip hop in the 90s. A lot of guys had dreadlocks, if you remember. If they didn't have dreadlocks, they were rocking a three-colored shirts, red, golden, and green. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You were rocking that. Your Rastafarian colors.
I see,
They were rocking that. Rappers. I'm talking about rappers.
Yeah.
In the US. You know what I mean?
Because they were pushing that African feel.
Yeah, man. That's what it is, man. That's what it is. That's
All the time.
That's what it is. That's where everything
Got
started.
you. Yeah.
They were talking about how great Africa is. How great Egypt is.
Yeah.
How great Sudan is. How great Zimbabwe is. How great.
But do you think
South
they were
Africa
actually
is,
like
how great
physically
Lesotho is.
knowledgeable at the time, or whether they were just like trying to push a narrative?
I think they were very much physically knowledgeable. Guys who come down to Africa, man. Yeah. They were very
and actually
that
learn
much
the culture.
inclined to it. Yeah, they will
I
come
see
down
what you mean.
here. Come down, write lyrics, and then go back there. You know what I mean? Right now they're flooding. Right now they're flooding, man. You know, Mos Def used to stay down in Cape Town, if you remember. Will Smith, has a house down in Cape Town.
Yeah, they're coming, eh?
They're coming
I see
down.
what you mean.
So,
They are.
The influence has been very, very, very significant. Yeah.
One last track, man. One last track from the album. One last track.
Yeah. I don't know what you want to do. I don't know what you want to do.
Let's random you. Let's random you.
Okay.
Are we connected?
Okay.
Are we connected? We're not connected. We're not connected. We're ready. There we go.
Okay. Fast pace. You have to catch up.
All right.
Shake it out. Optimist, prime time, 7 o'clock, top of rhyme style, whipping it apart, door like a vapor, swinging through like Tarzan, stuck in the streets. Concrete, poetic flow stays rugged on beats. Guess you're like a spaceship, ready to blast off with the speed of sound, fast like Sonic the Hedgehog. Tick tock, top of hip hop, blowing up a sight. Drop a head in the floor, body and catch a flight. Wrap it up like a present, back to the essence. Underground, top of product for all of my peasants. Triple OG, protein lean machine, old school nutrition, food for thought, soul cuisine, head to toe tapper, full body builder. Better view veteran, speed of sound picture. I break bread and break a leg, enough said. The system is fake, trying to break down the dread. I'm a spark of a light force from out the sky. I show improve hip hop and still alive. Hold it down, no down with the speed of sound. After all is said and done, give me your pound. I'm a spark of a light force from out the sky. I show improve hip hop and still alive. Hold it down, no down with the speed of sound. After all is said and done, give me your pound. I'm in the boondocks all night long, popping a moonbox. Bet boy mop deep, hit him up like Tupac. Blowing up the spot, fiends know I'm the clock. If you come around my block, you get popped like drugs. Breaker, 1999, live in the cockpit. I spin circles around the world like an orbit. Touchdown behind enemy lines, witness the score. I'm off with the jump shot, sweat like I never said it before. Maintain, abstain from chuckles and chains. I'm stronger than slaves working in sugar canes. Certified heat for all of my people like El Nino. I break the ice, I'm similar to an Eskimo, esoteric. I'm ripping through quantum dynamics. From the roof of Africa to the inner galactics. No MC's hard, I spit like a beatboxer. Down earth, top of MC, I'm a sea dropper. I'm a spark of a light force from out the sky. I show improve hip hop and still alive. Hold it down, no down with the speed of sound. After all is said and done, give me your pound. I'm a spark of a light force from out the sky. I show improve hip hop and still alive. I hold it down, no down with the speed of sound. After all is said and done, give me your pound. It's all science, Hip hop and I got chemistry, mathematics. Drop the knowledge to get the degree. Uncut, live and direct from the thought world. My cause and effect. We get a reaction out your girl. Earth, wind, water, and fire. I'm stuck in my element. My sound is power. Word to my mother abdomen. Listen, sound boy. Download the rhyme Android. Dropping out the blue with force like an asteroid. Matter of fact, I'm on top of the entire megaverse. Frequently traveling across the entire megahertz. Holding it down from the past, present, and future. My database updating in my main computer. All hands on deck, uncontrollable Inspector Gadget. I'm the spark of energy that brought light to this planet. From the underground galaxy, I practice transparency. My cash flow is crippling and the cryptocurrency. I'm a spark of a light force from out the sky. I show and prove hip hop is still alive. Hold it down, no down with the speed of sound. After all is said and done, give me your pound. I'm a spark of a light force from out the sky. I show and prove hip hop is still alive. I hold it down, no down with the speed of sound. After all is said and done, give me your pound.
Ladies and gentlemen, Kislev showing you that hip hop is still alive. And I've been Allegro Africa. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, peace.